Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business, a Candid chat with.
All of
All
us.
of us.
Thank you, everyone, and happy and blessed Sunday for those one Sunday, happy and blessed Monday for those one Monday, and happy beginning of the month of March. So today is March 1st, so this is our first live for the month of March. So let's find out what is our topic for today.
Yes, so our topic for today is bounce back, power, how strong women rise again and again.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Karen. I am originally from the Caribbean island of Antigua, but I'm now living in the United Kingdom. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I work full time in customer services. I'm also a digital business owner.
Hello everyone, my name is Khadija Jallo, originally from West Africa, Sierra Leone, now live in US, New York. I am a mom of 4 kids, a rehab aide, and a proud digital business owner.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, now residing in North Carolina with my family. I am a digital business owner and a mentor.
Hi everyone, I am Musumala, the face behind musumconsult.com, originally from Nigeria, but now I reside and I work in the USA as a healthcare worker. And also now I've added the cap of the digital business.
Thank you, everyone. So we also want to remind that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays here in North America, we do have a live webinar, and in the UK, it's every Wednesdays and Fridays. So in the UK, you will catch the replay because it's around 2 a.m. in the morning, the live webinar. And in North America, we do have live webinars 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. So there you can pick either day or both. And then the second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out on the free webinar? On the free webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also, you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, if you want to catch the replay from last week before this coming Tuesday or Wednesday, depending where you are in the world, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so last Thursday we had Nat as our host. She is a stay-at-home mom. We also had Quaron, who is a former banker.
We also have Aisha, an online business owner, and Jinat, a former army officer.
And we also had Patricia, a healthcare worker, and Judy Grace, a registered nurse.
We had Prona, who is a teacher, and then Nazin Nin, who is a former corporate employee. If you look very well, you'll see that people from different cultural and career backgrounds are here. And everybody is really enjoying this business, irrespective of location, age range, career, and language. So join us and see what we have to offer.
Thank you, everyone. So if you're catching the replay from last week, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. There you go. So let's find out now what is our topic for today. Oh, wait, there you go.
So today, our topic is bounce back power. How strong women rise again and again.
Yes, so that's our topic for today. So let's find out. Let's start by welcome everyone to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business. So happy and blessed Monday and happy and blessed Sunday, and happy beginning of the month of March. So let's start diving with our topic for today.
Yeah, so strength is not measured by how many times you avoid failing, but by how many times you rise. Every successful woman you admire has one thing in common: she learned how to bounce back.
Yes. So setbacks, are not the opposite of success. They are part of the process. So research shows that resilience is a skill that can be developed, strengthened, and practiced over time. So today, we are looking at 5 powerful truths about bouncing back power and how strong women keep moving forward. So those are the things that we're going to be talking today. For that, we're going to be talking about the following points.
So today's points are resilience can be learned, reflection after setbacks improve performance, purpose strengthens recovery, support systems increase resilience, and growth mindset turns failure into progress.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So let's dive into the first point.
Yeah, resilience can be learned. There was a time when I believed someone or some people were just naturally strong. They handle pressure better, they recover faster, and they didn't seem shaken by setbacks. And I always wonder, how can I be like that? I felt completely the opposite. I was weak, and I didn't think I could do the things that I saw other people do. But that changed everything for me. What really changed everything for me was understanding this: resilience is not a personality trait. That's what I had in mind. I thought it was, but it's actually a skill. And the American Psychological Association confirms that resilience is not fixed. It's a set of behaviors, thoughts, and actions that anyone can develop. That means your ability to recover, adapt, and rise is not predetermined. It can grow. So, in my own journey, resilience wasn't something I woke up with one day. It was something I built, day by day, especially the days that are hard and I don't quit. When something didn't work for me, I simply tried again. When I felt doubt, I chose to learn instead of retreat. And when progress was slow, I stayed committed. So each challenge became a training for me. I learned something from every lesson that I was going through. Resilience grows every time you respond differently that you did before. And every time you choose solutions over self pity, every time you take one more step instead of stopping. We're so tempted to stop or to quit when we're going through hard situations. So it's like strengthening a muscle. The resistance doesn't weaken you, it develops you. You don't become resilient by avoiding difficulty, you become resilient by walking through it. And that beautiful part, once you build resilience, you stop fearing obstacles because you trust your ability to handle them. And you are not thinking like, before when you didn't have the right mindset. Now you have that willpower to keep going and not give up because you have developed your resilience. So, yeah, that's the message for today.
Thank you, Isabel. So yeah, so Isabel talk about resilience can be learned. Yeah, and that's not resilience is not something that you're born with. It's something that you develop along your way during your process, during your journey. And like Isabel mentioned, through things that we learn along our journey, that teaches resilience, and that's why how resilience become stronger and stronger to the different situations that we face. All right, so let's move on to the second point.
Ref- Reflection after setback, improve performance. There's a lot of time when we fail, we just give up. We don't want to try it again. But sometimes, if like we take some time and relax, maybe rethink about it, reflect, and come back and try it again, we can get it right the second time. That's why second chances are very important. So um, research from Harvard Business School shows that taking time to reflect after challenges can improve performance by more than 20%. So when setbacks are reviewed thoughtfully, they become valuable lessons, and those lessons, when applied, turn into strong strategies for future success. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Khadijata. So yes, Khadijata just talk about reflection after setback, improved performance. So that's another bounce back power that you can gain. So many times, when we face those setbacks, we have those negative thoughts, but at the same time, we remember we go back to our why, why we started, for example, why we did something. And those are the reflection that help us, to bounce back and to continue our journey. Okay, so let's move on to the next point.
The next point talks about purpose as a means of strengthening recovery. Purpose strengthens recovery. You see, when we've been talking about setback, which is setback is inevitable. There is nothing, no matter how expert you are, no matter how careful you are, you always have some hurdles, you have some challenges along life's journey. So, but when you know why you are moving forward, you know your purpose for being on this journey, you don't just stay down for long when you meet these challenges. Your focus, your mind will be on your purpose, on your why. As we also say it can be your why, it can be your purpose, your goal. You put your mind to it and you do not allow any distraction, because all these obstacles, all these setbacks, you don't allow them to set you back. Rather, you set aside and then you step back. You step back on track. So instead of calling it setback, you call it step back into the track, and then you continue. You can detour a bit, you can go through some challenges, and you can bypass some, and you can scale over some. But no matter what you do, make sure you step back on track. Because studies in the Journal of Positive Psychology show people with a strong sense of purpose recover from setbacks faster and maintain higher motivation, because their vision board is always at the forefront of their mind, whether they are looking at it directly or they just have it at the forefront of their minds, in their inner mind. They can see it anywhere they are, and that keeps them going. In my own country, when women have challenges in the family and so on, especially once they have children, people will tell them, even if not for anything, remember that nobody can ever train your children like you. So because you want your children to live better life, or to have better things, or you care for your children, you will stay there and make sure that you stand up for them. So all these are just, when you go into the university or you go in for any course, because you know that at the end you're going to receive a certificate or something that will make your life to be better in the future. You stay put despite all challenges that you face on the way. You can leverage on the shoulders of the others that have gone ahead of you, or you just make sure that you are moving forward. And that is how the purpose will strengthen your recovery faster than any other thing.
Thank you, Mosumola. So yeah, so Mosumola just talked about purpose strengthens recovery, and that's another bounce back power. Um, so when we're talking about purpose, we're talking about when you have a strong why, when you have that strong desire. You know, yes, you're gonna face setbacks, but you're because of those two key ingredients, you know, you're gonna be able to bounce back and continue your journey. And it's normal that you feel down because you know we're humans, you know we do have emotions, but the key here is to be able to know what to do, and that is a bounce back because of your strong why and your desire to complete it. All right, so let's move on to the next point. So support increase resilience. So you know, for most of my career, resilient meant pushing through alone. You know, in the film industry, you adapt fast, you solve problems under pressure, and keep moving. It builds strength, but it can also build isolation. You learn to handle everything yourself. And even though, you know, like I believe, always believe in teamwork, not everyone has the same mindset, you know, as you. So not every time, you know, I was able to work, you know, together as a team. So when I transitioned to the digital business world, I realized something different. Resilience doesn't have to be lonely. Research, you know, consistently shows that individuals with supportive communities are significantly more likely to persevere through challenges. Encouragement, mentorship, and shared experiences don't remove the obstacles, but they make a recovery faster and stronger. So because you have that support, you're not alone, and that's what we love in our online global online business community. So in my journey, there were moments of doubt, learning curves, industry uncertainty, and days when progress felt slow. So, what made the difference wasn't just discipline, it was community. You know, having mentors who had walked the path before me, being surrounded by people who were also learning and growing, and being able to ask questions without feeling, you know, judged. And that changed everything. Because when you're supported, you don't internalize setbacks as failure. You see challenges as part of the process, and you recover faster because you're reminded that you're not alone. You're not alone on this journey. And resilience grows when perspective is shared. In our online business community, I've seen repeatedly, you know, the women who thrive aren't necessarily the most talented, but they are the ones who stay connected. So that's what we say, you know, you have to be plugged in into the community, because when you're plugged in into the community, you have that support, you have that uplifting, that motivation. And encouragement, you know, strengthens that belief, and the mentorship accelerates the clarity. And when we share experiences, you know, yeah, that normalizes the struggle because we feel related. So that's what I was talking about before, you know, having the same like mindset. Support doesn't make you dependent, it makes you stronger. Because when someone reminds you of your potential during a difficult season, you regain the momentum sooner. Resilience isn't just about endurance, it's about having an environment that helps you rise again, faster, steadier, and with more confidence. And that's what sustainable growth truly looks like. So when you have that support system, you're going to be able to increase your resilience faster than if you're doing it alone. So that's my message for you for this point. So now let's move on to the last point.
Okay, so the last point is growth mindset turns failure into progress. And something that changed everything for me, understanding growth mindset. Stanford research shows that when you see challenges as opportunities to learn, your long term success and persistence increase. That means the difference isn't talent, it's how you interpret that difficulty. And I had to learn that personally. When I started my online business, I didn't come with prior experience. I wasn't a tech expert. I didn't have a marketing background. I didn't even fully understand what I was stepping into. And what I did come with was determination, determination to learn, determination to grow, determination to create something different for my family. And let me be honest, there were moments when I wanted to quit, um, moments when things didn't work, when I felt behind, and when I questioned myself. But here's the shift. Instead of saying, this isn't for me, I started asking, what is this teaching me? And that one question changes everything because when you see setbacks as feedback, you keep moving instead of stopping. Every every mistake becomes data. Every delay becomes development. Every uncomfortable moment builds capacity. And on the days I felt like walking away, I went back to why I started. I started because I wanted more flexibility, more options, more peace, and more time with my family. And that why was bigger than my temporary frustration. Growth mindset isn't pretending it's easy, it's deciding you'll grow through it. You don't need experience to begin, you need willingness to learn. And when you commit to learning, failure stops being the end, it becomes progress. So that's my contribution for today.
Thank you, Karen. So yeah, so Karen talk about growth mindset turns failure into progress. So like Karen mentioned, many times, we don't have that strong mindset and we face failures, but through the failure we learn. And through that failure, our mindset start to grow. And when we face a similar situation later on, the reaction to that setback is a different one. And that's part of the growth mindset. So that's why growth mindset turns failures into progress, because your mindset keep growing and growing, and you will start shifting that mindset to be able to see failures into learning, for example, or seeing that there's something better for you. It depends on the situation, but um yeah. So at the beginning, we might not see it that way, but because of what we learned from that one, we learn. And when we face something again for the second time in a different situation but similar, we have a different thinking. And because of that thinking, that's part of the growth that we have received from the past failures, and that's the progress that we make in our journey. So that's another example of bouncing back power. So let's find out what is our key takeaway for this topic.
The key takeaway for this topic is every challenge carries a lesson, and every lesson builds strength. Bounce back power is not about avoiding difficulty, it's about rising with more wisdom each time.
Yes, so that's our key takeaway for today. So we hope so that you got to learn something from what we shared today. How to bounce back with power. That's how a strong woman rise again and again, because We mentioned all the five different things, that allows you to learn and to bounce back. So we talk about um, the the purpose, strong why, and the desire. We talk about right now the growth mindset, turns failures into progress. And we talk about having that support system, that increase the resilience. And we also talk about reflection after setback improves performance. And the resilience, is not something that we are born with, it's something that we learn along the way. And as we experience things through our journey, that's how resilience becomes stronger and stronger. So we hope so that what we share today, tips, our experiences and journeys will help to apply that to your life. It's not only about the business; it's also you can apply this to your life in general. And if you have another tips that you want to add, we'll be happy to read it. So you can put it in the comments. And if you want to be part of a global online community, that gives you that support, that believes in you, that motivates you, that uplift you, um, here are three ways that you can get in touch with us. So you can either put in the comments more info, send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. And also, you can register directly into our website with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to our free webinar. So we do have free webinars in UK on Wednesdays and Fridays, and in North America, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So UK, you will be catching a replay. In North America, you can watch it at 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar, so you can register for either day. And the second one is to catch the replay of the live webinar, so you can watch it from the comfort of your own home. We also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. And probably, you're wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out in this free webinar? In this free webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you got the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you what is it that they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So again, if you want to learn more about this online business opportunity, where you get the support, where you get the tools, and where you can grow, and learn, here are three ways again. So you can either put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or register directly into our website. So we want to say thank you to everyone oh my God, my tongue, that has watched our live with us today. And for those catching the replay, thank you so much. And for those, to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. So let's find out what is our topic for next Sunday.
So, our topic for next Sunday will be the obstacle advantage, turning setback into strategy.
Yes, so that's what we're gonna be talking next Sunday. So another very good topic. So don't miss it. Same time next Sunday. So thank you again for being here with us today. So we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Sunday for those on Sunday, and a happy and blessed Monday for those on Monday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone, and happy month of March to everyone. So thank you again for being here with us today, and on to the next episode of the Eagles in Digital Business. A Candid Chit Chat with
All of
All of
us.
us.
Thank you, everyone. God bless you all.
Thank
And
you, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.